Hi guys, thanks for taking a moment to review my app called StarVenture. StarVenture is an app aimed on helping students learn about the night sky in a fun and creative way. The idea behind StarVenture is that the things that students see in the night sky in their imagination, or the things they imagine they see, are just as important as the things they actually see, and they can shape their learning process. Upon opening StarVenture, students will be able to log in to the StarVenture screen. The reason we want you to have an account while using StarVenture is so that you can keep track of your progress, earn star points, unlock and play games, and help others as they journey on their quest to understand the night sky. So, you'll sign up to start. You'll be prompted by StarVenture to create an account, including a username, your own password, and your own email, along with your city and postal code. The reason we want you to have this information is because StarVenture allows you to look up local events that are going on in your community related to the night sky. Things like local stargazing workshops, stargazing activities, planetarium showings, and local talks by scientists or astronomers. You can also choose an avatar. As you earn more points in the game, you'll unlock more avatars to represent yourself, and you can change these later. In this particular scenario, we already created a persona for you. This person's named Annie. And once she enters in all of her information, she can tap on Continue, where she's taken to her home profile screen. This screen is like her home base as she uses the app. Here, she can see her avatar on the left, her name front and center, her progress as she moves through her units, her weekly star point count, and her current star point count in total. Like I said before, Annie's star point count, right now it's at 210. She earns more star points by completing lessons, competing and winning in games, and going to community events. The more star points she gets, the more games she can unlock and play, the more community events she can see, and the more people all over the world who are using the same app she can talk to. She can also start to create her own quizzes and tests for those who are using the app as she gets higher up. At the moment, Annie wants to continue what she's been learning. You can see she's on Unit 3 out of 13, so she's still got a ways to go. Annie will tap on the Lessons tab to be taken to the Lessons page. On the Lessons page, you'll notice that there's a star map. Each individual unit has its own unique star map, which at first just appears like a bunch of dots on a screen. As you complete lessons, lines are drawn between the lessons you complete to form a constellation. The idea is that after you've completed all the lessons in a unit, you unlock a constellation and get to use that avatar. At the moment, you can see she's one away from completing that unit, and she's on lesson 9. So this dotted line draws to the last star here, the glowing star, which she taps on to start her next lesson. This takes her to the lesson learning screen. On this screen, you'll see a big map of the night sky, the current unit and lesson, and this avatar here, which is not the one she picked. The reason is because for this particular lesson, her star guide, the person that's sort of leading her through this learning experience, almost like someone might tell you a story, is the constellation Sagittarius. At the moment, he's going to teach her about the zodiac. So Annie is going to follow along to his instructions on the bottom to move through the lesson. Right now, Sagittarius is just giving her information, asking her questions like, do you know your astrological sign? Telling her that it has to do with when she was born during the year, and that many people also refer to the sign as the zodiac. In reality, the zodiac is an imaginary line that extends 8 degrees on either side of the ecliptic, and that's what she'll be learning about today. The next thing Sagittarius asks her to do is to pick up her iPad and take a look around. Annie can pick up her iPad and look around the room using the iPad as as a binocular, so to speak, to look into the night sky and find the ecliptic as it actually relates to her. She'll still see a pattern like this, even if it's daylight, but she'll be able to see exactly where the ecliptic is in relation to her. So she'll pick up her iPad. She'll be able to move around the night sky until she finds it. There it is. The app will tell her that she's found it. She can tap to continue, and she's taken to the next step. From here, Sagittarius tells her that within this zodiac region right here are 13 well-known constellations known as the zodiac constellations. As the Earth orbits around the Sun appears to sit within each of these constellations for a certain amount of time throughout the year, and this determines your zodiac sign. Again, Annie is prompted to pick her iPad up and look at the environment around her to try to find all of these constellations. Sagittarius gives her a hint by telling her that he is one of them, so you're going to look for his shape in the night sky. So Annie's going to pick up her iPad and look around, and the first constellation she's going to find is Sagittarius. As she finds constellations, they'll glow like this and stay glowed until she's found all 13. She can move around the night sky until she finds others, like Capricornus and Aquarius. And after she's found all 13, she'll be told, tap to continue. And now she'll be taken to another screen where Sagittarius is going to give her a better idea of how the zodiac is used in astrology. By using her finger, this little white orb here, she can move time forward or backward by dragging across the screen, and what will happen is this Earth will rotate around the Sun to show what zodiac corresponds with what time period. Right now, Annie can go into the future to December 11th, and you'll notice the Earth has rotated around the Sun now to show Sagittarius. After she's played with this for a while, she's prompted by Sagittarius to find the zodiac sign for today's date. Now, right now she's December 11th, 2015, but today's date is obviously before that, so she's going to drag her finger back in time, watch the Earth rotate the other way around the Sun until she notices that today's date is showing that the zodiac is Virgo. Right on. She's found the right zodiac, and the app prompts her with a congratulatory message. To round things off, Sagittarius tells her that the zodiac constellations, including himself, because Sagittarius is a zodiac, will be your guides throughout your learning experience. Over the following lessons and units, they will act as your storytelling guides so that Annie can learn more about them and then how they came to be, along with the night sky. Before completing any lesson, Annie, or the user in any case, will be prompted with a short quiz. In this case, we'll only do about 2 or 3 questions, but just to give you an idea of how it might work. The first thing that this question asks is, what is the name of the imaginary band in which the planets appear to rotate around the Earth? Users are prompted to type their answer here. Annie knows the answer. She types the zodiac and tests it. She can also use the star map in front of her to help answer the questions, so she has her notes, almost like taking an open note test. She'll test her answer, and it's correct. So she'll move on to the next question. Next question is, how many zodiac constellations are there total? Annie has heard some not quite correct information, and she's going to think there are 12, so she'll tap on 12. As it turns out, the answer is not correct, and then she remembers that Sagittarius told her there were 13. She can do this by scrolling through the night sky and noticing that 13 zodiac constellations are highlighted. She'll then try again, clicking 13, and showing a correct answer. She would move through all 10 of these questions until she'd arrive at the last one, at which time she'd be prompted with the end of the lesson message, congratulating her on her nice work, showing that she's completed the lesson, and her final score, which is based on how many questions she answered right the first time around. In this case, she answered 9 out of 10 questions correctly, so she got 90 points, which is plus 90 star points. Those star points will go right to her profile. Plus 9 star points go right to her profile, and she'll be able to use those to unlock Avatar, play new games, things like that. From there, Annie can continue to her next lesson or go back to the lessons page. Going back to the lessons page leads her to a page again, where she'll be able to complete more units, more lessons, or go to her profile, games, or sign up for someone else to use. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to review StarVenture as it is so far, and I appreciate your help as the app continues. Thanks.